Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So SMU's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Florida State Seminoles offense to go on the attack first. And here's Quintravion Wisener, the former Texas Longhorn. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to get into that championship game. I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Gets it out fast. Hard-hitting tackle. The Noles want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. Makes the grab and room to run. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Noles are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great... for the score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The transfer has it his first carry. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
To the air, it's Jennings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 30. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Going to the running game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Immediately fires to the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
To the air on 1st down. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush is on him. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense has only first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And they get him down.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the door. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming, takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the...
There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Berry. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unleashes one. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Rhett Lashley at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on. Their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Thanks, Holly.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback adapting. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw at Sperry. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Pulls in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Robinson. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Look out, he's got room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quick handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Hale. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of their way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the Mustangs respond.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Noles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. And he got it! And now they take the lead. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor in